Are we ready? Everything set? Good, let's go. My name is Bernd, husband, dad, ex-DP World Tour player, brain tumor survivor. What do you want to know? It was a challenging time anyways, and then this just came on top and they showed me the scan, which then they explained to me was like a tumor. So when I first heard about the idea of the project, I really liked the idea, and I think what we are doing now is very interesting and people want to know how it turns out. And I think he actually gets energy from kind of a hopeless situation and works his ass off. He's very focused, he's very concentrated, he's pissed if things don't go his way. And of course, we're gonna need a couple of magic moments to make it happen, I think. So I got into golf through my parents, like probably most of the people, and I was 3 years old, so it's been quite a while, 34 years since then.
I'm father of Bernd, and I think I'm the guilty one that he's playing golf. At the age of 6 or 7, you could see it. He was very, obsessed of golf.
The only thing I do remember is that I quite liked it, and I don't know if I knew that I was good, but I think it was kind of obvious because I was quite a lot smaller than all the others, and I somehow was able to compete with them. So I finished school in 2006 and I turned pro right after. So I was plus 2.3 back then. So basically 2 shots better than par on average. So that was my handicap, which is nothing in comparison to these kids these days. So I played on the European Tour in 2012 and absolutely got my ass kicked. So I think and it's almost embarrassing to say it, I had 12 starts and I missed every cup. I made zero prize money in 2012.
Bernd's strength in golf is difficult to describe. He was always a person or a golf player who was very good with irons. He had little weaknesses.
My first really good season probably came in 2016. It all started in Denmark, and that kept everything going in the right direction. Then 3 wins in 1 season gave me the top graduate spot that year on the Challenge Tour to make my way up to the DP World Tour. Most proud I'm probably of my performance in Hamburg, which came in 2019.
I was very proud of Bernd when he became second in Hamburg at the Porsche European Open. Bernd's success for himself, I think he isn't quite satisfied with himself.
Looking back at it, unfortunately I finished second. We were in the final group on Saturday and Sunday and I was on home soil. A lot of people were cheering on me. That was very cool. I had a pretty good performance that year, and if I win, maybe things would have gone a bit differently. I was not ready to do to make all the sacrifices that you maybe have to do. If you make all those sacrifices and if you put success in golf above everything else, I'm not sure how my private life would look like. I'm not sure if I would have a wife or kids. To have this career and this job and to play majors and get into the top 50 in the world, maybe I tried to be too normal. I feel like when people or when foreigners think about Germany, they mainly picture Bavaria. I'm proud to be from that part here, and it's a great place to live. So I've got 3 kids, 3 boys, and our old one is turning 6 this year. And when he was born, that was quite special. You hear from a lot of people that have a career or that are in sports that as soon as they have kids, the perspective changes a bit, and they don't care how I play. They want to spend time with me. So if I win a tournament or if I miss the cut by 10 shots, they don't really care. A month after the twins arrived, so I went to the doctor, and because I was hearing quite poorly on my left ear, and I went to the doctor, and he said, well, listen, maybe you should have an MRI scan, which I felt was pretty dramatic. But then I was thinking, Bernd, don't be an idiot, just have a scan. I remember the radiologist came around the corner, and he was smiling actually, and he was like, Mr. Ritthammer, we know why you're not hearing well. And I was like, okay. And they took me with them into the room, and then they showed me the scan, and then there was that white circle in my head, which then they explained to me was like a tumor, I don't know, 2.5 centimeters in diameter. And that was growing on my acoustic nerve. And I mean, my life has changed 180 degrees. I got a diagnosis which didn't help the whole situation. And all those things pushed me quite far away. My thought process went further and further away from the possibility of getting back into it. And all of a sudden, I felt like it didn't even matter. So I had 2 months after I had surgery, and until that point I felt like I was coping quite well with it. Obviously we were just functioning really. I mean, the twins were only a couple of months old. My wife was staying quite strong in that time. She didn't really show any of her, fears or any anxiety.
Yeah, it was a tough time to hear the diagnosis of a tumor. And I was confronted to lose my partner and our life getting harder and harder.
I was quite clear and I felt like I wanted to get it over with and give me the surgery, get that thing out and I can continue with my life. And it worked until the day of the surgery. And this is where I felt, okay, this could be it. And that was a weird moment. And then I went in, the surgery went quite well, except for the very big scar, which is very big. It was a challenging time anyways, with a possible career change and 3 kids and twins, which demand everything from you as a parent, and then this just came on top. But it's still sometimes when I think about everything that happened in the last, 1.5, 2 years, it still blows my mind. And my life, it couldn't have been more different from what it used to be.
Let's go play some golf.
So when I first heard about the idea of the project, I really liked the idea, and I think
Mark, we are throwing him, obviously on purpose, we are throwing him a bit under the bus. So stuff like him meeting Rick Shields or playing a Pro-Am on the European Open with Freddie Schott or meeting Henrik Stenson.
So we need to shoot in the low 70s twice in the first 2 rounds to play the final round.
And I think he actually gets energy from a kind of a hopeless situation and works his ass off in order to do better next time.
So what I observed recently when I watched him play, as soon as he gets into the tournament mode, he becomes a different person. So he's very focused, he's very concentrated, he's pissed if things don't go his way. And first tournament round, the first couple of holes, he's going to feel nervous. He might be a bit shaky, and this is where I come in and try to help with all the experience I have. But of course, we're gonna need a couple of magic moments to make it happen, I think. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the episode and follow the project. Drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and I see you next time. Cheers.